Tonight, we find out that air conditioning makes Sonja poop. LuAnn isn't having it, and Bethenny flips out. Let's go.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Yes, we are here, and we're dancing, and we're at the bar, and we're kissing everybody. We're in Miami. Oh, did that leg just go up?
Vogue.
It is Wednesday. Welcome to AfterBuzz's Real Housewives of New York City After Show. I am your host, Hollywood LuAnn, and I'm here with DJ Jessie J, the host of like everything. How many shows do you got, boo?
Well, now you can check me every Monday night, 9:30 p.m. for AfterBuzz Tonight.
Yes.
Our new show.
We have our own little James Corden over here.
Hey. And by little, he means my size. Thank you.
Yes, he's just waist snatched and everything.
She's coming for the summer.
Let's get into it. We have a lot to cover. We have some news by me that you might want to stay tuned to till the end because I just wrapped my show. It's Bravo, bitch, with Hollywood LuAnn. I had the Below Deck royalty, Hannah and Colin. Stay tuned for a photo. I ran into Craig from Southern Charm to New York City. Stay tuned for the story.
Did you run into him?
I ran down him. There's a lot of things happening tonight. Download drinks. Bethenny's freaking out. It's like Scary Island, but on land in Miami. Tropical. That's why I'm wearing a tropical shirt. Might take it off and show you guys my nipples later. Hey. But let's get into it. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while.
Blessed and highly favored, honey. I needed a little break.
There you go. I like the all black today.
Yeah, I wanted to go with like a, little baseball theme.
Oh, yeah.
As if I played sports.
All black, but no negative energy, right?
None.
Because we're not having that. The girls don't want that. Ramona made it very clear. Let's start with Brett. This guy is 60 years old, kind of hot, like 6'5". We're starting to fight with him. I mean, we're starting to fight for him right away. Download drinks. Bethenny says to Sonja, look, no more partying, okay? And Sonja says, when I party, I party. They had a little intervention, so they just decided that Bethenny was being compassionate, LuAnn was being judgmental, which she was. She's been such a bitch this episode, and you guys know how I feel about her, but it was really good to watch, though. And Ramona's like, you don't own Brett. This was the opening, you guys.
Jumped right into it. I was like, well, here we are. Here's my cup of tea.
Yeah, like we jumped right into it.
Here's the important thing, starting with positivity. Yeah, I'm worried for LuAnn. I'm actually worried.
Delusional.
I'm like really worried. These are like signs that like you have to be cautious of your friend. And I think that this is something that's like, you know what? LuAnn's going to do what LuAnn's going to do. Let LuAnn do what she's going to do.
Let her go to the beach.
And let her feel isolated at a point. Like, honestly, let her go to the beach. Like, girl, you're coming off judgmental. Oh, you are not understanding that you're coming off judgmental? Okay, girl.
But I feel
We're gonna
like
go
she
talk in the
kind of is,
kitchen.
though.
No, she is. But the thing is like...
I don't believe the act she's putting on. I do believe she's being a bitch and she knows it. And she's just like rolling with it. It's like part countess, part new LuAnn.
But like, do you feel like she
know.
feels like I deserve this because of what I just went through, and because I went through this?
That's kind of how she's acting.
Yeah, and there are people like that. Like you look at someone like her and Bethenny, where Bethenny just went through something equally as traumatic, but she's handling it different. She still is herself. Exactly. She still is aware. LuAnn is not. And, LuAnn is an entertainer. Like, Bethenny is a businesswoman. There's a reason these people are like this. LuAnn is an entertainer. She gonna be 95 Golden Girls. Your life is a Cabaret. Like that old woman she took them to go see.
She's performing at AA. Like, it has really gotten to another level. Like... Ooh. Bitch, we told you to like say your story. You're over here tap dancing at AA.
Like at least Nene's getting a comedy tour, girl. You out here at AA meetings.
Well, Ramona made it clear from the beginning of the episode she wants a piece of Brett too, and she will steal your man. I feel like Ramona is shady when it comes to men. She's like, wait a second, Tinsley's on a date? I could have gone on a date. I'd rather hang out. I'd rather get laid than hang out with you bitches.
And she should.
That's exactly what she meant.
Yeah, and she should.
She will. And she has mouth sex with Harry. There's going to be a lot of talk about mouth sex tonight because Tinsley was like, look, I'm a kissing slut. And it's better than being like another kind of slut. So I'd rather just like kiss everyone at the bar and like find out who I like than like fuck everyone at the bar.
Yeah, like, and I don't get why they were so mad at it. Like, I'm like, let the girl be. Like, first of all, she's hammered. Like, we should all be worried that she's leaving the house in this state.
She looked cute. I actually really like Tinsley this season.
Okay.
This episode. So the Tinsley people, you guys, you're getting this from me. I like Tinsley this episode.
I like her, but this episode, that outfit, I liked the cut of it, but it was too fringy. Like, I actually was like, oh, she came cute, and then when I saw it up close, that was not. That was like,
well, it's white girl tropical. I thought that was you. Well, maybe it's because she's coming from like the Hamptons, and if you're gonna go down to Miami, you gotta like Latin it up a little bit. You know, you gotta J-Lo it out. Barbara was kind of like on that track with the self tanner, but Barbara was looking rough. She looked like roast beef. Like she looked.
Barbara looked like a raccoon who just got caught coming out the trash. Like I was worried for her face. She looked like the Hamburglar.
Her skin and like it just.
You remember the
looked
Hamburglar?
bad. Yeah.
She looked like the Hamburglar.
She looked like a piece of ham that I cooked last Christmas.
But here's the thing: we talk about no negative energy, right? And not here on the show.
Well, Ramona says no negative energy.
Well, no, but then here you guys all are like using LuAnn as your like dartboard, right?
Yeah.
Which earned, she was doing those things, but then that's how you bring Barbara in to the group.
And did you notice like while she was having the breakdown, the other ladies weren't nice about it.
No.
So like she was like over here telling LuAnn like I'm really, really hurt. And because of that, these bitches like totally ripped me a new one. Like she didn't even say anything to any. Like Bethenny was like, "You're a Debbie Downer."
Yeah.
I would have been like, "I'm mad at you too for calling me a Debbie Downer. I'm mad at you for like not paying attention to me."
No, because the thing with Bethenny is like, yeah, she said you're being a Debbie Downer. The thing is the girls are saying this to her, but they're not leaving her.
Yeah,
so it's like a
exactly.
reality check. It's like, hey, this is how you're acting. No, and I love
And we're
that.
on vacation.
And I love that about Bethenny too,
Yeah.
because I think she is that person. Like, she tells it how it is, and she won't leave the conversation.
Exactly.
You know, but she'll sit there and like rip you to
like,
shreds.
well,
but she's
what are
like,
we gonna do about
okay,
it?
we rip you to shreds. Now let's build you back up. And that's why
Exactly.
LuAnn had that comment at the end. Oh, so we're just building women up to break them down? No, bitch, you aren't being a real bitch. We built you up, and bitch, you
gotta
missed
stay
it.
with the group.
Jenga. That's who LuAnn is. Jenga.
And she's walking away. She's not hanging out with everybody. LuAnn's like, Bethenny's like, I'm just going to make it happen. I'm going to do what we got to do. Sonja, you know, you got to go to this meeting. And Sonja's at the door 5 minutes later. Of course, LuAnn's not ready.
Okay, but do you feel like, okay, yeah, I guess Sonja is like kind of like, whew, but like enough to have to like, you need to go to a meeting on your vacation?
No, I wouldn't have gone. Like, I really feel like Bethenny spoke, so Sonja was like, all right, I'll go for you. I really do feel like they were onto that because I don't think Sonja wanted to go. She said she didn't want to go. I don't know if we needed smoke signals, but no one was getting the fucking sign. Sorry. She didn't want to go. We're going to have to make this episode explicit. She did not want to go. You know what I mean? But
No, I like, again, and this is like, I don't know where, because Bethany's on one.
yeah, she really is
trip.
on one. And not all of it has to do with the other ladies. Like, she's coming in hot.
Yeah, but and
with
that's personal
everything
stuff
else.
that
Yeah,
she's got
exactly.
going on. But like, again, with Sonja, like, you have that conversation there with her, and then you say, when we get back home, you know what, girl, I'm gonna come with you, because like
Exactly.
we all know LuAnn
That's
ain't
different.
her girl. Like, for you
Exactly.
to go, like, LuAnn is a loose cannon. So what? We're gonna send her with that?
And LuAnn was totally performing, and Sonja's like, you love it. You're up there telling your story. You're doing your cabaret act, basically. And everyone else is like, I'm homeless. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I'm living on the streets. Here's the thing. Sonja's an empath. She went there, went to that meeting, and literally absorbed all of that energy and came back and had a breakdown over
Sonja
it.
needs a therapist.
She does
don't
not-
need
exactly. She
AA.
does-
She
exactly.
needs a therapist. She needs to learn how to deal with her real life, so that way when she does go out and there's alcohol around, she knows how to apply that, because this was the wrong move for her. LuAnn needs AA.
And I love that all the ladies totally rallied around Sonja. They knew what she was going through. They were like, it's all right. Oh my God, like, it's fine. We don't have our truffle fries, but it's fine. Like, we're going to, don't come sit over here. Like, yeah, I know it's wet and there's sand everywhere. We don't have our truffle fries, but come over here.
Do you think that they were so empathetic to that point because
Well, they just get her.
But because it was like, okay, we really like. I wonder if there was a
shouldn't have sent
conversation,
her, and we did. Fuck. Now we
like it's
now we have to deal with this.
vacation. Like this is crazy. I'm like,
Why would you guys send her
it's
to a meeting
fucking
on
weird.
vacation? It makes no sense.
And with LuAnn, like
we know she got so drunk she fell off the table, and you had to call the paramedics. But
this happens.
That's when you know you're having fun.
Yeah.
I love it when the ambulance comes because usually the guys are cute.
Yeah,
and they like
true.
hydrate you. We're thirsty around here. Well, you know what? The stories are now in Sonja's head, and they're making her crazy. And I really do believe that she was taking on everyone's stories. And she said it. Like, I am now like the guy that's isolated, and then the guy that's living on the streets. Like, I feel bad for these people. Why did you make me do that? Like, you were seriously performing. I was sitting there taking everyone else in. Not cool.
but again, mental health issue because. If someone didn't have a mental health issue, they would go to that and be like, I don't know why you guys sent me to that because I feel bad for what they're going through, but that's not my story.
I actually feel so good about myself now.
yeah,
that I went.
like, thank you guys. I'm actually not going to drink tonight.
I'm gonna have a seltzer, please. 2 limes. LuAnn is swimming, walking around Miami, probably drinking seltzers, ignoring texts about truffle fries, clearly. Getting her picture taken at the Fillmore by strangers, fans, whatever you want to call it.
By a PA, a set PA. As she was cueing her to say, isn't this amazing for me? Right?
While we're going crazy for truffle fries, like, I don't blame them.
And not shout out to the editors, shame on y'all because you built up that truffle fry and I needed
Nothing
a
happened.
moment at the end other than Dorinda throwing it in. I needed Bethenny to just somewhere. And you couldn't even give it truffle fries!
I know, Dorinda brought it up in the confessional. That's because they knew, like, you're going to have to bring up the truffle fries because you guys mentioned it so many times. And then Bethenny didn't mention it in her monologue.
No.
The monologue started with the buildup of, like, everything around the table, but it started with, you're a sicko! And then it just spiraled down. Bethenny is arranging the date for Tinsley. And according to her dinner, she ordered some apps from far away. I don't know. Brett is coming. I'm down for it. I'm down for Tinsley to have a little fling to forget about Fat Scott. Like, you don't need to be crying thinking about some chubby guy in Chicago. Like, you're a good-looking woman from New York on a reality television show. Like, Scott who?
Get your life, girl. Come
Get
on.
your life. Go make out with 60-year-old Brett, who's hot, who probably has his own company too.
Yep.
There's plenty of fish out there, girl. Do not settle. I think you should be out kissing everybody.
Yeah.
Find out what you like. Anyways, I'm down for it. Barbara and her self-tanner staining the white furniture. Sonja says air conditioning full blast in the car makes her want to poop.
That was really weird. It was just awkward.
I don't know. It makes my nipples hard, but it doesn't make me want to poop.
Oh, the AC makes your nipples hard.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know. Maybe hearing that. Maybe you're into that. What's that called? Scat play?
Ew, girl. I am not the scat queen. It's so gross. Yeah, exactly. We're talking about singing riffs. Sonja says kissing a guy on the first date is not the way you make babies.
Well, we're not here for that, Ramona.
Wait, I'm pretty sure that kissing leads to the act that's how you. Do you know how you make babies?
I think she was more so saying it like you're not going to be able to keep a man if you kiss on the first date.
God,
no,
that's so
girl,
not true.
You ain't going to keep a man if you fuck on the first date. That's the saying.
Everyone says don't sleep on the first date and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You could do it on the second date.
Yeah, I
Just-
think kissing like if the vibe is there. And
Why
it
not
isn't
kiss
like
on the first date?
they
though?
had been
Kiss on
talking.
the first date.
Yeah, because I think it's like you can see their groove and like.
Well, you'll know if you want a second date
Yeah.
with the first date kiss.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with the little first date romp as well.
Right, because Ramona
It
out here with the
happens.
pool boy, like
Exactly.
groping him, like
Ramona
girl,
is-
she's giving him hand jobs under the
Exactly. That's why she said, I'd rather be on a date than like be hanging out with you, bitch.
Okay, so here's my thing with Ramona in this episode when she had that beige dress on with the white top and she was just walking towards the table. There was a moment where I was just like, she's so iconic because in my mind,
I love her.
Those years of like Britney Spears coming out of like the gas station with just her barefoot is that
I love my girl Brittany.
That's my queen. And
my queen.
But the thing is like ours together. Britney's all about inclusion.
Britney Army over
There
here.
was a moment where I was like,
hashtag free Britney.
I feel like that should have been Britney at some point. And like
I know. Brittany could literally be on the Housewives.
Like a tell it how it is kind of girl. She could never handle it.
She'd be like, you guys think that the paparazzi doesn't Photoshop? Well, they do, okay? And my mascara is bad because I just got off a boat. Did you see my Instagram photo? Look who I'm banging. He is so fine.
Oh my God.
He is on a whole different level of fine.
Yeah. Go ahead. Get it, girl.
It's like, he's the kind of fine.
And she's a nympho, so you know all they're doing.
Exactly. We all saw Chaotic.
Yeah.
She's like, the sex is really good.
That's what makes her do a flip.
Exactly. I feel, there's a photo of Brittany up. Iconic black mascara. Mm-hmm. God bless her.
This is before it started getting raccoonish.
I know. There's still life in her. Well, they're gone already. The life was already gone by then. But here's the thing, though. He's so fine that it's like, you can do anything.
Yeah.
Like, there's a level where you will say to another person, you could literally do anything to me because you're that fine. You want to fart
here's where scat play comes in.
You want to fart in my face? Go ahead. All right. Sonja says, that's not how babies are made. I don't know why she's being so, like, uptight all of a sudden. Like, you don't even live on the Upper East Side anymore. I was in New York, and you live in Columbus Circle. So, LuAnn is getting ready for this table eruption that's gonna occur. For now, it's just a table talk, and it's Barbara saying, you know what, like, I have been there, I've had a shield for you. Me and Dorinda fought for like half of the first couple episodes over your ass because I was so down for you, and you have not been down for me. When you gonna be down for me? I've been down for you.
Yeah, and, you know, at first I thought, okay, LuAnn's sitting there, she's listening, she's taking this in, and she found her cue to, like, and Bethenny, this is why I love Bethenny, because she called it out. Like, no, let her finish speaking, then you give a hug. But what you're doing is you're creating a circus. Yep. You're creating a cabaret show live in action. Let me come hug the fan so you can't finish that off.
Oh my God, I love that you said that. Let me go hug this fan. Because she's not even, like, part of the clique yet. So she's like, let me go hug you.
Girl, come on, before I lose you to these bitches.
If you're listening to us on iTunes, thank you so much. Give us a 5-star rating now. And if you're watching us, which I know you are, hi guys, I see you guys in the live chat. Tabitha Roadhouse, hi, it's good to see you. Lori, Joey, anyone else feel like crying like Ramona by the end of the show? Yes. She was silently weeping in the corner. We're not there yet. L. Calvert, JD, hello. Let's see who else. Oh, Jesse, you were in the live chat as well, going in there. I see you. I see you. Mm-hmm. Film Raider, yes, I see you. Are your feelings for LuAnn starting to turn like Dorinda's 5 drinks? Mine are. Yes, you know, LuAnn has always been my favorite, but she's really been on a roll lately. The evolution of LuAnn has been like a full circle, but it hasn't been a 360. She doesn't know what a 360 or a 180 is. She's like, Sonja just did a 360 on me. No, that would mean she's back at the same place she was before. You mean she did a 180 on you. She's on the opposite end of the spectrum. And that's what I'm trying to talk about. LuAnn's evolution has not been 360. It would be great if she would come back to the old LuAnn. You know, the slut. That person that is on the phone trying to cover up that she had sex with the pirate. You know what I mean? Chic c'est la vie. They know my music. It's gotten to a ridiculous level. Like, now she's touring stadiums. So for that reason, she doesn't know how to be a good friend anymore. Like, really big theaters.
Oh, okay.
Not stadiums like Taylor Swift, but like, she's playing really big theaters. And I guess now she doesn't know how to be a good friend. What do we think about LuAnn's evolution as a housewife? From beginning to end, she's been really good. She's fallen in the bushes. She's given us laughs. But where she is now is not where we want her to be.
No, she's giving me like a Beverly Hills housewife vibe where it's like, y'all just need to give it up. Everyone just give it up. Walk away. You have your fan base already. Now they will come for the next 10 years to your little cabaret show in San Francisco, girl, or wherever you're doing it, because the stadiums probably won't last if you're not on TV. So keep on doing those AA meetings. Yeah. You know, maybe some vet halls. You know what I mean? Like, go visit some other places. But I don't think there is evolution here. I think it's a de-evolution, and it's actually like, I don't see it turning positive.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is who LuAnn is now. This is the new LuAnn.
Well, Dorinda said it. She's like, I can't even take this. I want them to get out. I don't like this new LuAnn. Like, and Dorinda hasn't been messing with that new LuAnn like this whole season. You guys, Dorinda has been right like this whole time. We've been giving Dorinda crap about the Giovanni thing, but you know what? Underlining it all, she's been right. Like, this is the new LuAnn. We're not going to get a 360 LuAnn. We're at this like stage where she's stagnant because she's performing for the gays in San Francisco, like you said. Mm-hmm. That's her new thing. She doesn't care about anything else.
In her mind, she's bigger than who she is.
Oh, absolutely. And that's in her mind, she thinks she's the new Madonna.
Not after that. Next week on.
Yeah, no. That preview of the song, I can't. Here, let's talk about Tinsley's date. I love Tinsley. She was actually really getting me happy this season, or this episode. I like that she was at the bar a little tipsy. I like that she was bringing up her chihuahua. Like, I bring up my dog. Why would she bring up the kids thing, though? That was kind of weird.
Well, she said this isn't a conversation about that, but which means you're putting it out there so that he knows.
I just want to tell you this whole story, but we're not talking about that. Retract.
Chihuahuas.
I'm like, girl, you can't go into that and be like, but that wasn't for you. That was just my outer monologue that I was saying out loud.
Because basically what you just said to a man is, we don't have to talk about kids now because I know you're not into it. But if we are to continue this, eventually I will be bringing it up.
And you're 60 years old, so can you even do that for me?
Well, yeah.
Can he? 60?
Yeah.
Well, that's late.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like condensed milk.
So when like the kid's 21... You're going to be...
Oh, yeah, no, I think it's crazy because I believe that...
I actually have a... Yeah.
Up until 20, like, you should be that of a younger age with your...
I don't know. Yeah,
See
totally.
See your kid actually grow up. Not from a hospital bed.
LuAnn has a shield. It's not going away. It's a brick wall. You know, Tinsley had just gotten fresh off her date. She had a couple drinks. But you know what? She's a down chick. She's not going to leave her girls. She's like, I'm going to go hang out, you know? I'm not like persona non grata. Like, I'm going to go hang with the chicks. I ain't like you.
And she should.
And then I just slurred a little bit, and LuAnn jumped on that. She's like, come again? Couldn't understand you because you're drunk.
Well, girl, you would know, right?
You would know. It takes one to know one. Tinsley's like, that's rude. I don't like that you said that. And you know what? Bethenny harped on that as well. Rightfully so. Like, LuAnn, you have no room to talk. The reason we love you is because you're a drunk. You have fallen in the bushes. You've had sex with strange men on camera. Don't get me wrong, I love it. We have woken up to a sex aftermath. How would you feel if you walked in and you saw a naked man in your room? Wouldn't you be upset? Not really.
Wow.
Iconic. You know what I mean? I love it. Don't get me wrong. You're my favorite. But it's just
not in that dress at the dinner.
It's not what it is anymore.
Talbot sale. Oh.
Her dress?
Yeah, I was not. Like, I thought everyone looked cute, and then there she was.
Well, when she came out of the bathroom and Ramona went to go look for her, I was taken back by...
I was like, are we taking that off and putting the dress on?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we're going in. Okay.
I think she borrowed one of Kyle's flowies. You know what I mean? Those, what are they called? Caftans? I don't know. Like, you're in Miami. I get the caftan thing, but it was just the color. That was not good. And they were going to a restaurant. Everybody was kind of dressed up.
Bethenny looked bomb.
Like, if you're going to have a breakdown, you might as well look bomb.
That was the moment. Yeah, because it was just like, the whole time she's freaking out, I'm just like, wow, she looks hot. Like,
she does.
She's lifting her head up. Her, like, tits are just sitting perfect. Like, I'm just like, yes!
She had, like, that sheer top on or whatever.
I was two-piece. Like, I was so here for it.
I
was like, Tinsley... You got the tinsels on. Come on, girl. You should be. Tinsley should be shitting on all of them for real, which she typically does.
Because
but that
she's
I was
young
not here with
and she could pull off the looks. But she's just not that kind of girl. She's like a, I don't know. She's
Who are
like
the gays in her life? She should be showing up like it's the MTV Music Awards.
They're Hampton gays. They're just like country, like. Hampton gays. Let's wear white T-shirts and like I've been to the Hamptons. Like
pastels,
it's white
pumpkin
boat
spice,
shoes. Yes, I literally went to the
puppies.
Hamptons last week and I wore pastels to a bridal shower because it's just very like soft out there. White is luxury. But I mean, Tinsley, you live in the city.
But you're also in Miami.
Yeah, like,
so, like
bring a gang
spice
of gays
up your
with you.
life.
Erica Jane, send one of your gays over. Save her life, please. LuAnn is not the alcohol police. No, she's not. But you know what? She's been on the receiving spectrum of that, so she should be the most understanding.
Yes.
She shouldn't be making fun of people that are slurring. Remember when that conversation she had with Bethenny at the Regency that one time when she was wearing all white, actually? She could not even focus. And Bethenny was like, oh my God, I can't even speak to you right now. But
this is her deflecting. So, let me point the negative on this person so that way we aren't talking about my shit.
And then it happens. Bethenny flips out. And LuAnn goes, look at you. It's like this really cavalier comebacks. Not even like, you know what? Why are you freaking out on me? She's like, look at you. Like, yeah, look at me. I'm freaking having a nervous breakdown. There's people all around looking, trying not to look. People paid by production, I'm sure, to be like, please just have dinner on us. Don't try to look as much as you can.
Shit's gonna go down.
Shit is gonna happen. Like, Bethenny is spiraling. Ramona's weeping silently in the corner. I was loving it. I love the cocktail glasses, too. Those mirrored martini glasses. Very chic. We need to go to that restaurant. They actually have one
in
in
LA.
LA.
Yeah, I've never gone, but I've always.
I always wanted
to. And then when I saw that lobster Pop-Tart thing, I was like, only 2.
Lobster Pop-Tart, get in my mouth.
Okay.
That sounds amazing.
I'm going to order the crab cakes. I bet you are. We're the truffle fries, girl.
That sounds so good, too. Crab cakes and truffle
fries.
So bomb.
With a nice, a light aioli sauce.
Lawyers on a Sunday, running through the fields in your negligee. These were some of the things that were coming out of Bethenny's mouth. I was dying. What did you think about this?
This was my favorite part. All I wish was that there was a PowerPoint behind her in which we could have pulled. Roll the clip! Roll the clip! Because LuAnn, do you watch Pose?
Yeah.
LuAnn reminds me of Electra. Like, it's just like she thinks she's serving and like gonna give you these one-worded, like you said, cavalier remarks, and it's like, girl, you're not hitting.
Yeah.
Bethenny is literally ripping you to shreds.
It was so good.
And you are just sitting there. Like, you might as well just, girl, just drink it on down. Just drink everyone else's drink. Come on. She
was starting to go into hyperventilation mode, though. It was like, remember when she took the vodka and she was like, please don't let it be about Tom. Please don't let it be about Tom. Like,
okay, genuine Bethenny, or do we think that's a little like...
No, like, I think when you're bringing up death and your dead boyfriend, like, it was real.
Okay.
It wasn't like... It started out very, like, vodka in the cup. Remember that one episode?
Yeah.
But then when she, like, started to, like, really freak out and bring up Dennis and then not stop bringing up Dennis and be like, no. Like, he died of an overdose and I was with you in an intervention weekend. Like...
Also, question.
It bears repeating.
I question if she's going through menopause right now, too. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm overanalyzing. I am a Virgo. But, like, she complains about the temperature at all hours. She's, like, wearing, like, one, she's freezing cold, then she's hot. Like, she kept lifting her thing up like she was hot. Everyone else is chilling.
She's like, I'm having a hot flash.
Her emotions
I'm breaking down.
Yeah, her emotions were like, she's like, 1 minute, every conversation, I mean, she always does kind of talk like that. But like, I feel like everything is amped up just a little bit emotionally, which of course, with him passing, like that is serious. And she probably hasn't fully, because she's probably someone
she's always stressed.
She works to get through her stress.
There's also like always something happening with Jason Hoppy, who is like literally Satan himself. I know how people feel like they're like, oh yeah, you guys don't know the full story. Bethenny could be crazy and she's a maniac. We all know how she is. I get all that. I know how Bethenny is. We've been watching her for over 10 years on reality TV.
You can piece it together.
Jason Hoppy fooled all of us. We all thought he was like incredible, and we all thought he was like this goody two shoes. When in reality, he is a freaking maniac and a huge liar and a stalker. And I'm so team Bethenny when it comes to that. So she freaked out and she started revealing all of LuAnn's things because LuAnn is like a brick wall right now. Nothing is getting through. I don't understand when everyone is breaking down in front of you. Ramona's weeping in the corner. Dorinda's like one martini away from going, I told you, bitch.
Oh, Dorinda's about to and shank her.
She's just in the corner eating that last olive. I was waiting for her to jump in, weren't you?
Yeah.
Because everyone was.
The thing is, I feel like this was a moment where it's like, Dorinda's going to come in. I don't know if it's going to be next week or the week after, but Dorinda's going to be the one to pull the last Jenga piece.
I can't wait.
I just feel like that's what's going to happen. Like, everyone is ping-ponging and LuAnn is...
Tinsley.
Dorinda's going to have her moment, and she's just going to go...
Tinsley, that's rude. I don't like that. Like, I'm like, yes, Tinsley,
Drunk
keep going.
cheerleader on the side.
Keep going, girl. Yeah, she was like a drunk cheerleader. Like, just keep going. Keep it going. I loved it. Like, and she, I don't know. I would have been texting Brett. Like, can I come over? Like, these girls.
I'm over this. But wait, what was the one where... What was the scene where someone said something to Tinsley and she was like, yeah, I'm so sorry for that.
Oh, yeah,
and she ran on her
exactly. LuAnn, or was it LuAnn? Or
Sonja.
No, Sonja. Sonja was talking about, like, I'm really, really upset. Like, I went through all that shit at that meeting. Like, I'm upset. I know, baby. I'm sorry.
Texting on her phone.
Everyone is like, when Ramona came in that preview to like hug Tinsley, she's like, what's wrong, baby? Like, it's all like, it's always the baby. Baby assures that everything's going to be okay. Mm-hmm. I call people baby when I want to smooth it over. Like, that's when you know I want something. Hey, baby, how you doing? Oh, yeah. Anyways, let's get into tweets. We have tweets. We have some tweets for you that are going to make you poop your pants. We're going to turn the air conditioning up on high for you guys. All right. Dorinda's over it. I think she knows not to give LuAnn attention. Yeah. Anxiety and panic attacks will give you those temperature fluctuations. Bethenny is freaking out because she keeps getting used. Being at the table next to them would have been heaven.
Yep.
I need to hear the list again so much. I know, it was great. She was like, we brought lawyers on a Sunday. We did this. You were running around in the field.
2 weeks.
The field of dreams, and the cops were trying to record it. And I was like, don't record it. You were running around in your negligee. She was like, I was in a really bad place. You were sucking everybody's dick at the bar. No, maybe that didn't happen.
And I'm sure there were things that were edited too.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure she did say something like that. She was like, and then the pirate called from Puerto Rico and wanted part 2. All right, let's do tweets. Here's the first one. It's by Real Housewives GIFs. Tag Housewife GIFs. And it's a picture of Tinsley. And it says Tinsley was the high key, the MVP of this episode. I couldn't agree more. She contributed fabulously. Jesse?
Of this specific episode?
Yes!
The MVP?
Who else would have been?
I don't think it was Tinsley, honestly. I would honestly give it to Barbara or Bethenny. Here's why I say that. Barbara was like, LuAnn was not expecting this. She has her pawn. She's like, this is my puppet. Like,
I'm upset with you.
And I just kind of feel like, it was just like the topple over of like, you can't sit with us.
It started the whole snowball effect.
So I would kind of, and then Barbara's opening up her eyes. So that's why I would kind of give it to her. And then Bethenny, she's just a freaking bulldozer in this episode.
Well, she's a bulldozer every time.
I know, that's why I love her. But like, with the hot flashes, and I just can't. I'm just going to
air
all your stuff out. I'm just going to air all your stuff out, girl. Like, so I would give it to that. Tinsley was cute, though.
She pulled a Ramona. You had sex on a waterbed. You were topless. You remember that shit?
I got them all tattooed on my leg, bitch.
Mention it all. Mention it all. She was like, you were topless. You were drunk. You had sex on a waterbed. I'm like, that's what Bethenny just did. She was like, we had lawyers on a Sunday. You were running around naked in a field. The cops were trying to record it, and I had to stop them so they wouldn't press charges on you. I'm like, girl, you are telling the tea.
I know, and tallying it, because one of those things like, don't tally. Like, it's not like how much I've done for you, well, girl.
This is how much I've done for you, though.
Blue's Clues with the notebook.
Since you brought it up, this is what I've done for you. The next tweet is by Kate Chastain, who actually tweeted me earlier about a little issue that I read, and I was like, I had to confront her about it. So make sure to check out my Twitter about this.
This is perfect.
But she says, I wonder if LuAnn would have been okay with Sonja wearing a sequin Giovanni Cabaret blazer to the AA meeting. What was that? She made Sonja change into like jeans and a plain white t-shirt, and she went in a freaking gown, basically.
A see-through slit. Like, it looked like to go to the...
It's a jersey maxi dress.
Yeah,
I watched Project Runway.
Girl, this is another moment where you saw that you wanted to. Oh, I know the AA meetings, girl. Like, listen to me. I'm gonna
put
you up on
That's
T.
why I'm wearing this gown. That's why I'm wearing this tight dress. They don't judge us. Stop judging.
Oh, girl. And all Sonja had was just a little belly showing.
I know. I actually liked her little cute top. It
was cute.
It wasn't anything inappropriate. No one would have freaked out. It's Miami. She was completely covered.
Yeah, that was LuAnn being LuAnn.
Another one is from our Bravo friend, Greg Bennett from Real Housewives of New Jersey, who never really answers my tweets, but I still like him. He's funny. So he says, wild that mother effing Ramona couldn't even do anything except weep silently as Bethenny lost her mind. They were all just frozen watching her because they couldn't believe it. We were all freaking out too. I couldn't even move. I was just watching the TV frozen.
But if anyone jumped in, then it becomes a bashing session. And I think Bethenny was... What can you add to that?
Yeah.
Literally, if you can't penetrate with what Bethenny was just delivering, I think that there's more empathy there. And I think for on the receiving end, it hurts more. Versus if everyone jumped in, LuAnn can be like, look, you're all attacking me. You guys are just mean girls. No, this was just Bethenny and everyone just let Bethenny have that
exactly.
moment.
I totally agree with you. And she tried a new tactic, actually, because she brought in LaMotion. She brought in Dennis. We have to remember.
Because now you can't speak when I bring him up.
Exactly. I just brought up my dead fiance. And you have to guys remember, this isn't the first time Bethenny has flipped out on LuAnn. Remember when she called her a whore? You sleep with everybody. She has gone crazy on her, listed the stuff, just like Ramona as well. But this time she was like, you know what? You've gone too far. Nothing else is working. Dennis is dead, and he's been dead. He's in the ground. She literally said he's in the ground. And I was at a freaking intervention weekend with you, with lawyers in the field and the negligee. We won't get into it, but you've heard the list enough. Let's bring up some news, because we have news and gossip for you that's really good.
AfterBuzz TV news.
Obviously, next episode's going to be really good. We're going to be talking about some predictions in a little bit. But for now, I want to bring up that I ran into Craig from New York City. Southern Charmed Craig at a bar by himself. I was there meeting my agent. She was running late, so I sat down next to him. I touched his back. It was muscular. He's really nice. He's into making pillows, and he wants to be on my show. It's Bravo Bitch with Hollywood LuAnn. So we took a little photo and exchanged PR emails. He's really, really sweet, you guys.
Hello.
Craig is the only decent guy on Southern Charmed. All of them are douchebags. All of them are little boys that don't grow up, that are privileged, they're entitled. Craig is the heart of the show, in my opinion. So it was really, really nice to meet him. I hope you guys enjoy that little photo. Let's move on to the next photo. You guys really need to check out this show that I'm producing and podcasting here at AfterBuzz TV. It's Bravo Bitch. I had Hannah and Colin from Below Deck Med on. It's already up on the channel, so make sure to check it out. This is Below Deck Mediterranean royalty right here. We all know Hannah for her crazy, honest antics, and you know what? She's a great chief stew and a great worker. And last season, she had a really exposing season. A love triangle, a panic attack, all of it on camera. Now this season, she's really focusing on her work, and she gave us a lot of tea. So make sure to check it out. And Colin obviously gave us a little rap. He's the heart of the show, the Long Island boy. So make sure to check out It's Bravo Bitch, where we're going to be covering all of your favorite Bravo shows, the hottest topics of the week. Week to week, there's no more hiatuses. Make sure to check it out. Jesse's been on it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about predictions for next week.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
This is going to be a continuation episode. We leave in the middle of a breakdown. How do you think it's going to end?
Well, I feel like LuAnn is going to... I feel like it's going to be a breakaway situation in that moment. And then I feel like Ramona is going to step in, because we saw the clip of Ramona and LuAnn. It seemed like they were cool.
Yeah.
So maybe Ramona is the one, because she did try to go back to LuAnn and be there for her.
Yeah, that was nice of her.
So I'm wondering if she'll continue that into next week. But I just think, again,
I forgot what happened in the preview.
Well, I think, and again, so I think I don't think anything's going to really penetrate LuAnn right now, because we see her go into the studio. I think just at this point, isolate her.
Yeah.
Like, girl, okay, girl, okay, girl. Like, we'll
They've
invite
done
you.
that before,
and
too.
I think it just has to happen again.
When they just let someone do their own scenes and then everyone else just talks about them. We're watching it now in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
I don't know. LuAnn is just not gelling with the women right now. She needs to be careful.
But the problem is, you're not Lisa Vanderpump.
Yeah.
Lisa Vanderpump doesn't need to be with the girls. Like, Lisa Vanderpump can carry her own. LuAnn can't. I'm not watching a LuAnn show.
Yeah.
I would fast forward through those scenes. Like, oh, that music scene. What? Even your producer's laughing at you.
That was funny. I do remember that part. That mofo is so shady. That little queen, Ben, that like runs LuAnn's little show, Countess and Friends. He is just waiting for the next opportunity. Like when, I don't know if you watched a couple of the last episodes when Sonja came to the rehearsal. He was like totally amping it up that they were like total, and Sonja was misbehaving, and he loved it. He's planning his next show with Sonja. Like, he is totally opportunistic, I think.
Oh, for sure. But that's the thing. I think she's the type who invites that around, and that's why I think like she can have her little cabaret. Like, she'll be able to do a cabaret show for an extended amount of years in San Francisco in like big gay areas. Because
I think 2 years tops. It's gonna get old. It's already getting old.
2 years, then she goes away. But if she was to do this in like 10 years from now, the kids will still be into older gays, like the ones that grew up with her. Will be like, oh, let me go see this hot mess. Like, oh, it's LuAnn, girl, just to get a selfie with her and like post it on their Insta. Like, that's who you are, girl. You're a dinosaur. You're a dinosaur, sis, and you ain't making it to Madame Tussauds.
By dinosaur, you mean like 7 feet tall? Because she's huge.
No, I mean extinct.
Well, that was pretty much it. That was our news. That was our tweets. What a show. We always laugh with the Real Housewives of New York City. Honestly, I think it's one of the best shows on television. Like, you just can't get any better than these women getting drunk and exposing themselves for our entertainment. I love it.
Yeah. Honestly, like, and it's like one of those shows where we've watched them for so long. I think it's like wine. It's actually gotten better. Now they're not afraid to like, it's like watching like old grandparents like yelling at each other because they just say whatever they want to each other.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, even Dorinda and Bethenny, they've come a long way. I love how they're in a good place. I like that Ramona's kind of like, trying to be a good person. I don't know. We're going to see a little clip next week of her seeing if there's even going to be something with Mario. I don't know.
Ramona is one. What's that thing when you were younger and it was like the balls and it would go? That's what I just think happens. She like sits and thinks before she makes a
She's crazy. She's crazy, and I love it. You guys will be here every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. covering Real Housewives of New York City.
No, they're moving to a new night on Thursdays.
Are they?
I just saw a commercial say that.
Okay, we need to talk about that. Jesse, where can we find you? What do you want to promote?
Boom, everywhere at DJ Jesse J. And again, I'm starting a new show called AfterBuzz tonight with Jesse Janidy. So make sure you guys tune in every Monday at 9:30 p.m.
There
Pacific
we go.
Standard Time.
Check it out, a new show. Deborah Randall, thank you for watching my show. I love it. We'll be covering here next Wednesday, and then I'll be covering It's Bravo Bitch with Hollywood LuAnn. More Bravo guests, more Bravo tea, more Bravo truth. Check it out. Check out everybody's show. There's lots of room for everyone to grow, and we can all take part in everyone's success. Nothing but love over here. I'm your host, Hollywood LuAnn. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye, AfterBuzzers.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.